Hey there, beautiful people. It's Dr. Kim Duramo, and I want to share this really, I think, so essential video about self-care. So many of us have an idea about self-care that's really, really limited. And at the same time, there's so many of us really in need of exactly self-care, the real kind of self-care, because we're so depleted, because we're so exhausted, because we're so unsourced, because we're maybe doing like work we really don't love, or in relationships that aren't really thriving, or don't have a great relationship with food and how to really nurture ourselves. So many of us are not connected with ourselves in a way that's nurturing. And self-care, which is really about how we presence ourselves, it is the most essential ingredient in our lives right now. So to me, self-care was always about, let me take more time to myself. Or, I'm going out for a walk right now with my little baby. I love going for a walk. That's part of self-care. But when I think about self-care, it's like taking time out to go and do this thing. Go have a massage, or take a nap, or take a bath. And I love all those things. Yes. But the biggest component of self-care that I needed, that was really missing, was about my inner relationship with myself. So recently, I've been working with this amazing man, Mark Romero, whose work is all about harmonics. He's a musician and found that his music, the tones, were deeply healing and could cancel out like negative frequencies of, radiation, or like all the waves that are around us, and, toxins in the food, whatever, that this would help counteract a lot of the things we're doing. So aligned with the work that I'm doing. And I'm actually going to start using some of his tones and stuff behind the meditations and things that I have out. Anyway, he gave me this one assignment after we had a session, and he said, do one act of self-love in the next 24 hours. And I immediately thought, oh, cool, I know what I'm gonna do, which involved like taking time out to go and do this thing. We were out, I was in Boston at the time, and I was like, I love going to the ocean. I'm gonna go to the ocean all by myself in the next 24 hours. But that's not what happened. And so the next day, I find myself driving in this crazy amount of traffic thinking, oh crap, I'm supposed to do my act of self-love, and now I'm driving in traffic, and why did I do this? And I shouldn't have done this. I should be just relaxing, and I shouldn't have come out in traffic, totally trashing myself. And guess how I felt? Miserable. Okay, so what I did in that moment, I decided, like, Kim, let go of making yourself wrong about like not doing that act of self-love you had all set up in your mind, and about like sitting here in traffic and this is where your current reality is, and making yourself wrong for choosing that, and make this your act of self-love. And so I just connected with my body, like in the moment, and I said, I love you. I'm willing to forgive all these things I'm making wrong and let them go, and let you enjoy this moment. So the first thing that happened, immediately I had the idea to call my friend who I was on the way to see. It was actually Jessica Sullivan, who is my social media assistant, to call her and just reach out. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a freaking nightmare. And she's like, Kim, turn around and go on this road. Go this way, and you'll be fine. I'm like, really? So I went on this different road, smooth sailing. It was actually beautiful, no traffic. And while I was on this ride, listening to this beautiful music from Mark, I let myself enjoy it. I said, this is my act of self-love. My act of self-love is to have the most beautiful moment, let this be right, don't make myself wrong, and let myself be at total ease with exactly what is. And I ended up having this like unthinkably beautiful ride to go and see Jess. She's only like 20 minutes from where I was, but with traffic, it could be like an hour. And on this beautiful back road, I mean, it was just really one of the most beautiful rides I've ever had in my life. And I was able to receive it because I would have otherwise been like in so much resistance. Okay, just get through it, just get there. How many minutes have I been driving? Oh, I gotta get home, and I gotta get back to my baby and get to have to do this. It's like, clear the way, let all of that go, and let your act of self-love be right now. So I wanted to make this video because for so many like me I wasn't gonna get out, get in the car, take an hour or two and just go to the beach by myself. Like, I mean, I could do that, but I've got my little, my daughter, my son, there's a lot going on. I was with my family. Like, it's like a lot to ask of myself to try to take such a big bite. And what I ended up receiving with this little bite was so much more. It was like infinite what I was able to receive from letting myself have pure joy and pure love in enjoying that ride. So just choose to let your self-care be in this moment, wherever you are, doing whatever you're doing, to just let yourself receive love and let yourself receive this is perfect exactly as it is. And you can, even just in the ease of letting that heaviness go, come into a higher frequency. Doesn't mean you're like, oh, I'm in bliss and joy at work. Just means get the layer of heaviness off it. That's the greatest act of self-love we can be in. So let your self-care routine be a little more internalized and a little more universal, because we're kind of in need of self-care in every second of our lives right now. And we've got to find ways to really resource that. When we do, magical things open up, like Jessica giving me a totally different route to get there, and it was awesome. And just how much I was able to enjoy this beautiful, beautiful ride. That is the universe responding to your choice. We are vibrational. We are not purely physical. When we shift our vibration, even just a little smidge, the external world will always magically open up and respond. And, it's magic not because it's not science, but it's actually utilizing a science that we haven't quite solidified yet, and certainly is not our mainstream view of what our reality is about. We're still seeing our reality as purely physical. It's all vibrational. You are vibrational. So to allow healing in your body and expansion in your life, practice that kind of self-care everywhere in any moment, whenever you like. All right, I'm at drkimd.com if you'd like to subscribe for more in mind, body, medicine. And for YouTube, click the subscribe button if you want to subscribe. And then there's the bell if you want to be alerted when I post. And I'm going to probably start doing some videos on YouTube live. So you'll be alerted when I come on live and anytime I post a new video. So hit that little bell icon if you'd like to be connected more fully. All right, lots of love. I'll see you soon.